Hey, it's Erin. Today's workout is going to be a lower body blast. This workout caters more towards that bikini look. So rather than building quad sweeps and hamstring peaks, we're working on tightening and toning the legs, creating an overall athletic look. And of course, we're gonna be focusing quite a bit on the glutes because as you know, in bikini, a lot of it is about having nice, round, fully developed glutes. Here, we're gonna be doing less sets and more reps. So rather than 4 to 5 sets of 8 to 10, we're looking at about 3 sets of 15 reps. This doesn't necessarily mean I want you to breeze through everything. I want you to choose a weight that's challenging for those last 2 to 3 reps. And when we first start out, our first exercise that we're doing with weight should be heavy. It should be very challenging and it's a safer exercise, so you can go heavy on it. Now the reason for this is I want you to increase your metabolism by lifting heavy. We're also helping to increase that muscle density and turning you into a fat burning machine with great glutes. So without further ado, let's get in there and build that bikini body. The first exercise that we're doing today is a skater lunge. Now here, we're gonna use the cable for stability purposes. So set the cable to about shin height and use light weight. And what this is gonna do is it's gonna help us, rather than thinking about not wobbling left to right, we'll be able to focus on single leg strength. So here the idea is to warm up those glutes, those hamstrings, and the quads, and also to work on evening out any asymmetries. So be sure from right to left, you're performing the exercise exactly the same on both sides. Ankle should be above the knee as you step back, and the front foot weight should be distributed through the heel so you can hit those glutes. You're gonna take about 30 seconds in between each set. Our first heavy exercise is a box squat. Now what I want you to do is before your heavy set, just put about 50% of what you would normally do and give me 10 to 12 reps. So the first heavy set is gonna be 15 reps. You're gonna do 2 more sets of 15 reps. You're taking about 45 seconds in between each set, so it's not a lot of time, especially because we're going higher rep and we're gonna go a little bit heavier here. Now with this, weight should be through the heel. And notice as I sit down on the box here or on the bench that I'm coming to a complete stop and not rocking the weight. A lot of times you'll see people rocking the weight forward, and what this is doing is it's using momentum to help them come up. So the whole idea with the box squat is to stop that motion. And so you're coming from a dead stop and using force. It's also giving you time to reset. So at the bottom, just check in with yourself. Make sure you're pushing through the heels. Make sure you're keeping your back flat as you come up. Next exercise we're doing is a hip thrust. So here, either keep your head looking straight ahead or I want you to tuck that chin. Think about rotating that pelvis under and slightly up. Now at the top of the exercise, weight should be through the heels and your lower leg should be completely parallel to the ground. As you lower the bar, your upper body works in unison. So I don't want to see dropping of the hips. I want to see everything nice and tight. And as you push up, give a little squeeze at the top. We're doing 3 sets of 15 here too. And that mid-rep squeeze is really going to help you focus on hitting those glutes and getting that nice isometric contraction. Moving into our first superset, this is going to be on the Landmine, and this is a Sumo deadlift. So feet twice shoulder width apart, and I want to see the toes out and also the knees turned out. Knees should always follow the direction of the toes. Keep your upper body nice and tall. And as you come down, be sure you're controlling that negative portion of the rep. You can explode up as quickly as you'd like, but by controlling that negative, you're essentially really just training that muscle. So if you want the best results, slow negatives are going to be the way to go. Even though we're doing 3 sets of 15 here, it doesn't mean you have to breeze through it. And the more you push those knees out, the more you're gonna hit those abductors. So moving into RDLs. Feet are gonna be a little bit wider than shoulder width, and you're gonna think about your hips as a hinge here. So in order to lower your upper body, think about pushing those hips back first. So pushing the hips back, and then you're gonna drive the hips forward on the way up. I like to think about the upper body as just being part of the weight, part of the anchor. Almost all of the effort should come from those glutes and those hamstrings. Use the landmine to your advantage. So I want you to push into the bar on the way up. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna help you hit those glutes even more. So 15 reps here, and you're just gonna go straight from sumos to RDLs. Really squeeze. Moving into our next superset, heel elevated front squat. So weight is going to be through the toes here. What we're doing is we're focusing on the quads. Now in bikini, of course, you don't need that quad sweep, but you definitely need to train the quads. So 3 sets of 15 here. Keep those elbows up nice and tall. Keep the weight through the toes. This is gonna help keep the emphasis on the quads. But of course, you're going below parallel here too, so you're also hitting the glutes. Weight is light, and you don't wanna go super, super heavy on these. And you'll notice that like any other heel elevated squat, your knees are gonna come in front of your toes just a little bit, and that is okay. Keep your back nice and flat. And really keep that chest high, especially as you start to get tired. Then you're gonna go ahead and rack the weight and go straight into good mornings. So here, knees are soft, and you're actually thinking about lowering your upper body by pushing your glutes back. Now you should feel this in your glutes, you're gonna feel this in the hamstrings, and although it is a mythical body part, the glute ham tie-in area is where you should really feel this. So if you're looking for a little bit more definition in that area, good mornings are the way to go. Now again, this is a very light weight. You don't want to go super heavy on these. And rather than looking at yourself in the mirror to check your form, I want you to keep that spine neutral. And what this is going to do is it's going to keep you from arching the back. We're going to finish up with some lunges and 15 reps on each side here. And what I like to do is bring the leg up a little bit, stepping forward. This is gonna further hit those quads. And then as you notice stepping, I like to push back with that front leg. And when you push back with the front leg, you're really hitting those glutes. And I want you to go right into pop squats. This is great for conditioning. This is also awesome for hitting those glutes. So you're gonna do 15 reps here. Just rep it out. Rest 45 seconds and repeat 2 more times. And you're done. Even though this workout is higher reps, I want you to focus on keeping that tempo nice and smooth. Don't rush through any part of this workout. Each rep is going to directly count towards helping you achieve your goals. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and don't forget to click that little bell. You'll be the first to know whenever a new video comes out, and we try to put out new workouts almost every week. If you want even more workouts, check out my book, Train Like a Bodybuilder. There are 9 workout programs, 60 exercises with 2 to 3 variations per exercise. It goes into macros, and it's pretty awesome, and it's on sale on Amazon now. If you try this workout and you love it, please tag me on social media. I really enjoy seeing you take the exercises and make them into your own. That's what it's all about. So with each workout that you watch, each new exercise that you learn, you're building this internal library of exercises that you can take with you. You can build your own workouts after time, and it becomes second nature to you. And then you become the teacher. Thanks for watching. Until next time, train hard, y'all.